Okay, here we go. We're match number 8, and this is featuring our first look at Mike Herbert from Oshawa, Ontario, against Mike Lacoursiere from Edmonton.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a difference of styles here, eh?
Yeah. Mike's a chucker.
Yeah, Mike's a run and gunner, and our other Mike is a nice, smooth finesse player. Mike Herbert also plays the game of duckpin.
In the U.S.
In the U.S. He's had a reasonably good career at that as well. Eh?
I think he just had a second place a couple months ago in a duckpin tournament.
Well, from what I hear, he's the champ at second place.
5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, he's got 5 or 6, and I guess there's quite a big Canadian derivative, a group of guys out of Ontario that go down there and play, and we also have been fortunate enough in Regina of having a couple of the duck pinners coming up and playing in our tour.
Yep. I just want to point out Mike Herbert's sponsor is the place he works for, Shorelines Casino in Belleville, Ontario.
Oh.
See the logo on the back of the shirt there?
Yep. Mike Lacoursiere got here by beating Stephen Medhurst 6 frames to 4. So that's how he got to this position to be playing against Mike Herbert. So just 1 frame to right off the bat. Mike throws a strike to give us that 1 frame to nothing lead.
Another good ball.
2 good shots from Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's game is elevated just hugely in the last probably 3-4 years. He's actually, it's quite interesting. With his son starting to play, it seems like it's made Mike even a little more competitive.
Yeah,
it's been pretty good.
Both these individuals are here based on finishing second place at one of the major events this year. So Mike finishing second at Regina, and Mike Herbert and Mike Lacoursiere finishing second in Edmonton. Mike Herbert out of the gun with a double. So we're going to...
Oh no.
Well, Mike Lacoursiere.
Yeah, but Mike Herbert's on a double as well.
Now Mike's up.
Mike Herbert.
You bet.
And Mike was 3rd place in the traditional here as well.
That's right.
So he had a pretty good year.
Yeah. Finished off here real strong.
Mike Herbert was 2nd in the points standings, 275 points. And Mike Lacoursiere was 8th overall in points with 169 points.
They didn't participate, or they didn't qualify?
They didn't participate.
Okay.
Oh no, the dash. So the red is the one we throw out. We're taking 3 and 4.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let's take a second to recognize our sponsors: 5-Pin Universe, All-Star Bowling Sales, A&B Express, Karen Pilon Organ Donor Foundation, and Bradson Promotional Group.
Looking for our first 4 in a row here. Starting the match. Yeah, Mike looking very smooth.
Making it look easy.
Very smooth, very controlled. Mike Herbert won't take much time on this one. Oh, he carries it.
Gets the leader to go.
Yeah.
Getting a little pumped up. I love it.
Yeah. We're into it. 4 frames right off the bat. What an answer.
Well, Mike's definitely the type of player that when he gets on a roll, he can just boom, go.
Yeah.
Mike Lacoursiere is also a very, very good competitor.
It's definitely interesting to see this contrast in styles where Mike Herbert just gets up and goes, And Mike Lacoursiere takes a little extra time, a little more finesse.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why Mike is as good as he is at duck pin, because there they huck the ball as well. Very similar, you plant and throw.
Yeah.
So Mike, albeit that he great shot. Though Mike started in 5-pin, he was able to take his game and elevate it into the duck pin side. And both of these guys know one another really well. You know, they played on the tour against one another and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and Mike Herbert is from Oshawa, Ontario, so he makes a long trek out for the tour. Thanks for the support, Mike.
you bet.
We do appreciate the out-of-towners, the far-away guys, for sure.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? It also, by having those guys coming from the east out here to play in our tour, it's kind of neat too, because it gives us all an opportunity to see what they're doing, and then us also showing them what we're doing. And we have grown quite large because they start coming out. Great ball.
Great shot from Mike. Some of the bowling centers that we use throughout the year, Sherwood Bowl and Sherwood Park for the TPC. Autumn Open is in Paradise Lanes in Calgary. Oh, chop off. Golden Mile in Regina, and the Heritage Traditional Open here at Heritage Lanes in Red Deer.
I think Mike knew that he didn't throw his best ball there, unfortunately, but
really picked it up now.
yeah.
Man, they're both rolling in that one frame. Just Mike starts with a six-bagger. And
Oh, lovely.
I guess the other guys left all the strikes for these two.
Guess so.
Yes.
It's funny how the games feed itself like that. All of a sudden, someone starts throwing a couple of really good strikes, and it just makes the other guy loosen up because he knows.
Yeah.
And the other ones where you fighting
feed
away
off of
with
one
quarters
another.
and
For sure.
quarters and
I've,
chops and spares and no, it's
Through the tour,
We've seen this so
playing
many
in
times,
our
right?
3-game matches when we play, you'll see one guy all of a sudden, they'll be struggling, and all of a sudden one guy start running, and then the next guy, he just follows suit. And they just go like that.
Seven-bagger from the gun.
Yeah.
what's the pot at? What's the perfect game pot at?
Unfortunately, that's not eligible this weekend.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's too bad. I got $20 for him.
Yeah. I put him in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, that's good for him, Mike. 7 in a row. That's a feat in itself. So,
Well, this is...
keep it up, Mike.
Mike does have one perfect game to his credit, I believe.
He does?
Yes, he does.
Yep.
I think he bowled that in Edmonton,
Yes.
Linwood, or Windsor. Or...
I believe it might have been, wasn't it at Skona Bowl?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to ask him. All right, get another one here, Mike.
Oh. And there's a ball that, in the situation here, because it's a little bit fast, there's a little bit more oil on it, it didn't get there. In another house, he would have thought that ball would have carried
Yeah, it
and
might
broke
snap
over
back.
to it, snapped into it. And that's a case where, that's how fine a line our game is. Ooh. Come on, Mikey.
So in the 5-year rolling average, Mike Lacoursiere is sitting 14th, and Mike Herbert is sitting 7th. So both these two are.
Mike's on the board.
Yeah,
And he's throwing a great game.
he has, yeah. Just one ball.
Get over. Could have went either way on that one.
Yeah.
of our all our tournaments that we had last year, the Regina Classic had a total of 195 entries, so that was the most entries of all of the tournaments. Exceptional entries, exceptionally well-run event they have there. They get a lot of local bowlers coming out and participating, and they do that because they do such a good job. So kudos to all the staff in Regina.
Well, I think the with participation-wise that way, I think all of our proprietors do a great job in getting the tournament set up and stuff like that.
Yep.
One of the problems that we have in the province of Alberta is that we have 3 of the tournaments here. So it's pretty tough to get all the out-of-towners to come participate in all 3 of our tournaments.
Yeah.
And we can't expect that of them, you know. But obviously, hopefully, by setting these rankings and setting this little tournament up at the end and rewarding the guys that become members, hopefully this will get us to grow in strength as well. Right now, if you look at what's happening with our game, with what the WCBT is doing, it's similar on the same lines of what they did in the World Pro Curlings.
Yeah.
You know, until they got people that started joining up as memberships and they started building that, they were in the same boat we were. You know, they didn't have sponsorship. They didn't have the monies that were being paid out was basically the monies that the participants themselves put in, eh?
Yeah.
So.
Well, Mike finishes 335. Nice game.
Mm-hmm.
Not the finish in 10 he wanted, but
No. Oh, that's too bad. It would have been kind of interesting to see had Mike thrown a 3. See, if Mike would have thrown the first strike and then spare, he would have beaten Mike 336 to 335 and lost 9-1.
yeah. Wow.
You know?
Oh, he didn't.
Or
looks
8-2, I guess.
Yeah.
As it is now, he can tie. Well, no, I guess not. He has
He
to.
did both, so yeah. 308 to 305.
Great game, guys. 335 to 308.
Yeah.